Hi, I'm Justin Smith, and this is Patrick Ward, and we're involved in the web series Out of Character. I am the director/writer, and this is Patrick playing Nate, a character in the series, as well as Nate's character in the D&D world, Nerisell. Hi, Patrick. How are you today?
Just fine. How are you?
Tell me a little bit more about your character.
Justin, are you interviewing me as Nate or Patrick? Because
As
we started
Patrick.
this and you said I'm interviewing you as Nate.
No, I didn't.
You said it like 3 times in the car, you bastard.
Did I? No.
Yes! I
No.
specifically asked you, am
No,
I
that
being
never-
interviewed as Patrick?
And I said Patrick. I remember this conversation.
We even had that conversation at the table, and I said, when do I get to do the interview as Patrick? And he
And I
went,
said
never.
I said you will be Patrick.
You-
I said you will be Patrick.
Hi, Sam.
Pay attention.
Not what you said.
Pay attention.
I'm paying attention, so I'm not Nate.
You're not Nate. You're Patrick.
Hi, sound. I see you still rolling. That's good.
Camera's probably still rolling too.
That's great.
So tell me a little more about your character.
Well, Nate is sort of the uber gamer that's at every D&D table. If you've ever played D&D, you know the guy. He's the min-maxer. When he makes his character, he finds all the most obscure rules, diving through Dungeon or Dragon magazine to find some random article that alludes to some feat, takes it, and then uses it to the word, If it says can attack once per round, you attack once per round regardless of everything else.
Right.
Just sort of has to be in control of everything, must master all the rules.
Let's talk a little more about that because one of the things that we talk about in the web series or that we want to kind of convey is the benefits of gaming for the gamers and why they do it. So how is that sort of a motivation for Nate as the power gamer to play? That might be a motivation for general power gamers.
Well, Nate is as a person, Nate is a student, an engineering student, so he's very used to rules and being able to master whatever subject he's in. And I think for people like the power gamer who are very rule-oriented, like to be able to control and micromanage everything, it's a way to escape a world that is imperfect, that has no rules, that hasn't the ability to be mastered. Gives them the advantage of knowing all the rules and being able to master them.
I think that's a really big deal. Like the idea is that D&D creates sort of a microcosmic version of the world, but one that's based on rules, one that you can master without, and which is very different than real life. Is another form of escapism, but not necessarily in a bad way. And how do you feel that Nate and the power gamer in general fits in with the rest of the group?
I mean, in general, I feel Nate is either hated or loved depending on whether he's helping or hurting you at the moment. If you play the game, or if you know people who do, that's always the person in the room that's either half the room is pissed at and half the room is cheering on.
Right.
It all depends on the situation. As a whole, though, they're a necessity to any group, because without the guy sitting at the table who knows all the rules all the time to jump in and settle arguments quickly, or sometimes not,
Right. Cool. Now, in your introduction piece, in Nate and /Nerisell's introduction piece, one of the other things that we want to show is that the healer can play an essential role in battles, even though they're the one picking people up. They can still be, shall we say, a badass. And so that's what we've hoped to show in this. And also, we also wanted to sort of flex the muscles of the special effects that we want to bring to the web series in general, which is why it's kind of an introduction piece, not just for Nate, but for the web series. And this is our most special effects heavy, I believe, introduction. So hopefully that'll look cool for you. So that's this is again Patrick Ward playing Nate, playing Nerisell, and I'm Justin Smith, and this has been an introduction piece for web series Out of Character. We hope you enjoy it.
Nerisell! Nerisell!
So, Nate, you're up. Nate.
All right. It's going to take my action point. But this is what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to use command. Fear all the goblins. Then, I'm going to use divine aid on all of my allies. Bring them back up to full health. Plus 5 extra hit points. Because I can do that. Because I'm a beast. Done.